Yeah, you got it, I think. Yes! This was a fucking good one, I think, wasn't it? Kill feed. Dunk, dunk, dunk. Yes! That's a slam dunk.
What is up, TSG? Welcome back to Thunder's channel, the community channel. Hopefully, if my persistence, badgering, annoyance has worked out, then this video is being featured. So, I do have to say thank you, Thunder. Appreciate what you do for the community, for smaller YouTubers to give us a platform to get out there and showcase our work to the greater masses of the YouTube community. Now, you'll notice in the background this isn't COD. Apologies. This is actually an Overwatch gameplay, and it brings me to kind of the point that I kind of want to discuss. This will be the second time that I've been featured on Thunder now, and if I am getting featured, then it's a different game yet again than the usual that would get featured on TSG. But I wanted to kind of have a discussion with this community as a whole, just to get your opinion. I've noticed a couple of people on YouTube recently. I saw Scumpy do it in a recent H1Z1 video that he did, I think, or a Black Ops 3 video that he did. Hollow Point's done it as well, where, in fact, the title of Hollow Point's video was, I can't do this anymore. If there was ever a clickbait title and a picture for a thumbnail, then that was definitely it. But all talking about that they don't know what to do with their channel, they don't know how to progress it, they don't know how to move it forwards, they don't know how to get... it's all about getting views, essentially. But the thing that makes me giggle more than anything is you take these YouTubers that are saying this. It's like you have like hundreds of thousands of subscribers. They come to you not just for the content that you provide, i.e. the COD gameplays that you provide, but they also come to you because you're an entertaining entity as a whole. Step up your game a little bit and venture out there. I actually heard a couple of people say that gaming is dying on YouTube, and that it's kind of like last year's thing, and it's not going to be that big anymore, and it's all about in real life and vlogs and all that kind of stuff. Now, don't get me wrong, vlogs are doing quite well, the in real life stuff is doing quite well, but I do think sometimes, as, say, a COD community, we get so narrow-minded in terms of the game that we play, that if a shit version of the game comes out, i.e. Infinite Warfare, we just don't know what to do with ourselves. We don't know how to handle it, and we don't know what's the best way forward. It's like all of a sudden you just have an inanimate brain freeze of what you actually need to do. And my opinion on this is that gaming isn't dying. Gaming is not dying. What's happening is that gaming content is changing. So people are doing different things. Some people are expanding their horizons, but if you actually change the channel from COD gaming to other FPS games, you would see that there is actually quite a vibrant community out there. For example, the gameplay in the background is Overwatch. Overwatch is my favourite game that came out last year, and I just absolutely love it. Sure, there are times in it when it's annoying and frustrating, but any game is like that. And for me, it's just brilliant. The actual community for Overwatch is really good. There are some hilarious channels out there for Overwatch that you can watch with people playing games, and I encourage anybody to go and have a look at that. The CSGO, again, the MLG versions of Overwatch and CSGO are phenomenal. What these guys can do with a keyboard and a mouse, if they've got girlfriends, the reason that they've got girlfriends is because of how just athletically engineered their fingers are. I'll say no more about that. But it is just... people need to kind of open their eyes a little bit, and these content creators that kind of get stuck doing the, in inverted commas, easy thing and just pumping out videos to do with COD all the time and a live com gameplay and don't really do too much to it. COD was always going to start to suffer after a little while because they've remained the same in terms of the engine and what you can do over a period of time. I think they still use the same engine in terms of the servers and stuff that's like nearly a decade old. And all of the other FPS games that are out there are all have all slowly stepped up their game as we've all kind of moved forwards, and COD's kind of been left behind a little bit, and Sledgehammer are really going to have to pull it out of the park to even try and get anywhere with it at all, and kind of reel it back. COD played an important part in my life when I was younger and growing up and stuff. I've played COD for a hell of a long time, so to see it where it is now is slightly disappointing. It's become more about just fleecing everybody for money than people being able to use COD to create really interesting content for people to watch. And for people to say that gaming is dying, COD might be dying off slightly, but there are other things out there that can allow you to do what you need to do to create content to keep the viewers interested in your channel. Just have a little bit of creative forethought and foresight, and you might be able to do some things that still engage with your subscribers. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are other channels out there that use COD that have blown up. I mean, Zoe Burger is a prime example. Just give me a minute, give me a minute, give me a minute.
Oh.
Terribly sorry about that. Terribly sorry about that. I don't know what came over me. I just need to find a tissue. She used sex to sell. I'm not suggesting for 1 second that people like Scump and Hollow Point start getting naked and doing COD videos in a thong. Mind you, though, that might actually work in their favour, possibly. Maybe? I don't know. But the main crux of this, or the main point of this video that I wanted to make is that there is a big wide world out there of FPS games and other games as well that you can make content with, and people need to broaden their horizons as to what they actually watch on YouTube, or the type of content that they're actually creating. It'd be really nice if people just accepted that rather than being butthurt and crying about what they need to do and how they're going to about doing it. My channel's dying and my views have gone down and this, that and the other, and everything else is all absolutely poor and terrible, and it's such a sad state of affairs. Expand your horizons and look out at other videos that are out there and give them a bit of a chance, because it could really be worth your while. And to YouTube creators that are struggling for content, go and play different games. You never know what might happen. You could explode even more than what you already are doing. That's going to do it for this one, guys. I do hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you again to Thunder for letting me be on his channel again. If you like what you see, come down to my channel, subscribe. I would appreciate it. If you don't want to do that, fair play. I don't hate you at all. I don't really want the views. I don't need it for my, you know, my social well-being and that ego boost. But no, I appreciate you stopping by, guys. We will see you on the next one. Thank you. Peace.